Alright, everybody. As you all know, with Elon Musk buying Twitter, the largest social media platform in the fucking world as far as I'm aware, or at least for now, or was, things have gotten really bad. Elon Musk has repealed a lot of the TOS around particularly trans people and transphobia, so it has become basically completely allowed to misgender and harass trans people based on their identity. That clause has been removed from the TOS by Elon Musk, no doubt. And on top of that, we have seen a massive rise in far-right pundits calling for the killing of trans people, whether it be through the quote-unquote burning down of transgenderism, the calling for trans people to not be allowed to exist as a whole, or even just straight up calling for specific trans people they consider to be evil for no reason, like Dylan Mulvaney, for calling for their deaths. They've just become very comfortable with this, right? And obviously this is criminal. Like, we're moving out of, the area of... We're moving out of the area of, like, free speech into, like, calling for violence and, like, criminal threats. And as you can imagine, trans activism accounts on Twitter have been very on top of screenshotting and featuring these blue checkmark large right-wing pundits on Twitter calling for mass killings of trans people. Here's the thing, though. Guess who doesn't like trans activism accounts spreading screenshots around of blue check marks calling for the mass killing of trans people? Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not a big fan of that, as it turns out, because guess what he's been doing? From Alejandra Caraballo, fucking hell, I'm too high. Caraballo says, Twitter is censoring the images showing how blue checkmark users were cheering on calls for executing trans people and their allies. None of my images that were uploaded showing proof of this load now. It's shadow banning. So this is the screenshot. This has been reposted and not shadow banned yet, but this is the screenshot that has been shadow banned. Because if you look down here, the entire reply section is full of Twitter users saying trans people and their allies should be executed, some even wanting to be executioner. Damn, and this has been true for a bunch of different trans activism accounts posting this. But this one has not been shadow banned yet, so you can see what was covered up. Jake Shields said, would you support public executions of anyone who helps a child transition? This would include doctors, therapists, teachers, guidance counselors, etc. 1,800 likes. AF Nolan replying, I would settle for us putting an armband on those who introduced it into the culture, something to identify them with. Thumbs up. Ah, yes, where have I heard this before? This... Hey, I've seen that one. Yes, yes, yes. All these blue checkmark Elon stands saying yes. Here's one saying, no, because children shouldn't witness death. I'm down for private... Okay, private executions for this person. At least this person wants you dead, but they don't want it to be a public spectacle for people to cheer on. That, I feel like progress is progress, right? See, we can reach common ground. Yeah, Daniel Roland Anderson gets it. I would gladly volunteer as the executioner, says the TK Project. I volunteer to be the executioner, says Big Huso. Public execution is kinda wild. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying that's some wild shit to throw out there. Laughing, crying emoji. Then again, so is changing your gender, so IDK, lol. Remember, guys, these people want you dead. Do not let libs and centrists try to throw their hissy fit calling lefties extreme when the people that we are up against want you and all your allies, which as much as I hate that word, means me, dead, okay? Now, to be fair, alright, to be completely fair, I'm not too worried about it. I'm actually, every time I see conservatives losing their shit, and, like, posting videos where they shoot Bud Light, I become a little bit more sure that if these right-wingers actually do start a mass wave of terrorism against trans people, they're going to fail miserably. Let me bring up a couple examples. These are glorious. So you guys remember the Kid Rock shooting Bud Light video, right? Look at this shit. I'm just gonna play the video with no commentary first, and then I'll talk over it on our second watch.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible. Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
Now, what many of you will have noticed right off the bat is that he left both these cases essentially unharmed. He left both these cases almost entirely unharmed compared to the rest, right? So, not the best aim, not the best spray control, you know, fair enough, fair enough. That's not what I find embarrassing, though, okay? Because on all, you know, in all, those shots weren't too bad. Here's the thing. He wasn't the only one shooting. That's the thing. You may notice, if you know guns, that sparks don't typically go flying off of beer cans when you shoot them, like they do here. You'll notice there is a blast coming from off camera from a shotgun. And my guess is it's dragon's breath coming out of that shotgun, considering the sparks that are happening. So he's got a guy with a shotgun, maybe 15 feet away, off camera, shooting at this thing, and he's firing with an SMG, and still they lift a few cans unharmed. Rewatch the video with looking from the right, and you can see he is firing a shotgun. There's someone firing a shotgun to the right. See? Almost certainly dragon's breath, too. See the sparks? How many of you noticed that? How do you fucking pull that off? Looks like tracers, not dragon's breath. Yeah, maybe it would have caused more fire, but it's going straight into water, though. So yeah, it could have been tracers inside of a shotgun, but yeah, oh god. How do you miss the shotgun like that? They're so precise. They're not exactly precise, they're just easy. Yes, but you could probably do 3 shots and eliminate the entire lineup of Bud Light cans he had. Like, if a gun YouTuber like Demolition Ranch or Hickok45 at this range was using that same shotgun or that same SMG, there would not be Bud Light cases on that table anymore, okay? This isn't even like a lefties are better at shooting thing. Those YouTubers are pretty conservative. This guy's just shit at shooting. And these are the people that think they're going to fight a civil war, a second civil war. Now, we've got another one following it up with just Brie Teresi, or Teresi, I guess, posted this, and it is embarrassing, okay? Now, I'm just going to point it out right off the bat. She also employs the second-person shooting off-camera thing, but the hilarious thing is, towards the end of the video, she runs out of rounds in her magazine, and so she pretends to be aiming at the Bud Light as the person off-camera is shooting at it, so it looks like she's shooting it. But you can see the gun's not firing, there's no recoil, and no spent casings are coming out of the side. Okay, so there's a little bit of backstory to this one as well. I'm shooting at Honey Birdette Lingerie, Tampax Tampons, and Bud Light. These companies have all gone woke. Tampax Tampons used a biological male to promote their tampons. Honey Birdette used a biological male to promote their lingerie, or to model their lingerie. And y'all know about Bud Light. Yeah, we are now on day 27 of conservatives losing their shit over Bud Light. Day God knows what on those controversies.
Go woke, go broke.
She's faking recoil. Do you see her fake? So the big jump cut is obviously like she starts shooting at the bras. And then the jump cut, okay? Look, watch her fake the recoil and fake aiming and shooting. Okay, she's out. She's out right here. She just ran out. And now she's faking shooting because someone else off camera is shooting. Nothing's coming out of this thing. Oh, that was a shot. That might have actually been a real shot.
Go.
Dude. These people think they can win a second civil war. They think they can win their fucking bullshit fantasy of rolling into all the big blue cities and executing all of the gay and trans people. They think they're gonna actually win. Next, we've got a tweet from Jay Aubrey. So the posts calling out Jake Shields, who advocated for the public executions of doctors and teachers of trans kids, have now been deleted by Twitter. My screenshot exposing Twitter Blue users gleefully supporting genocide is now gone. Trying to keep this one quiet, huh, Elon Musk? I'm gonna like and retweet this one. Good shit. Jay Aubrey is fucking based and follows me. Hey, yo! I didn't know Jay Aubrey followed me. What a pleasant way to learn this. Hopefully Jay Aubrey sees one of my videos. Hell yeah, that's fucking dope. Yeah, and as you can see, you've got the Alejandra tweets getting fucking yeeted. Jay Aubrey's tweets about it getting yeeted. So it's multiple users posting these tweets, or these screenshots of this tweet, getting them shadow banned. But, like, the user themselves has not been punished. This is literally, like, the same thing that's happening. As a matter of fact, there's a perfect example of this happening on YouTube as well. Thankfully, it's been dealt with, but for those of you guys that don't know, YouTube very, very, very transparently has a special system set up to protect massive right-wing propaganda channels from the TOS actually applying to them. It's why they rarely get demonetized or banned, despite breaking TOS blatantly and very publicly to a wide audience in every video, is because the algorithm is set not to be as harsh on their channels, or they would not exist on YouTube anymore. The thing is, the algorithm is just as, like, you know, thorough with what it considers anti-TOS on smaller, mostly lefty channels, right? So lefty channels, left and right, tend to get false striked just for featuring clips or putting right-wing figures that are not banned and even monetized on YouTube in their thumbnails. It's, like, blatantly unfair, just, like, banning lefty YouTubers for not breaking the rules because they're covering someone who did break the rules, but that person doesn't get punished because they're conservative and make YouTube more money. It's very, very blatant. One of the victims of this recently was Dylan Burns, who has been victim of this a couple times, I believe, actually. YouTube just straight up deleted, by the way, my second channel, Dylan Burns Live, with zero warning or explanation. This is one of my main sources of income, and I don't even know what I did wrong. This really sucks. You know, obviously you get the very bottled, vague community guidelines. You broke something. Come on, YouTube, this is my full-time job. I wasn't given any warning and was not told what I did wrong. This is ridiculous. My only guess is we got mass reported. Other than that, I have no clue. YouTube being as transparent as always. I'm traveling with demining crews in Kharkiv at the moment, so don't really know what to do about this. All of the other YouTube people I know keep telling me to just keep complaining publicly. What a great system. Yell the loudest, and maybe you'll get to keep your job. Yep. That is the life of lefty YouTubers. We don't have those protections on our channels, despite what right-wingers will tell you. And of course, right-wing cope, they're letting the mask slip at this point, and oh, nope, sorry. No, the screenshot doesn't load for you either. It's getting shadow banned. This is on top of the fact that just a little while ago, YouTube, or I should say Twitter actually, specifically put in place shadow bans on tweets that contain words such as trans, gay, etc. And Elon Musk's saying, of course, like the constant mantra he's been saying to cope with the fact that this is blatantly anti-free speech, is freedom of speech, not freedom of reach, which is literally just what TOS is. That's literally just what TOS is. And now that's his, like, snappy like gotcha response to people like, Ayo Elon, what happened to freedom of speech? Why are you just shadow banning people who disagree with you? Freedom of speech, not freedom of reach, bro. Like, okay. Just because they disagree with you, okay? Yeah. They're really showing their asses at this point. The right, I think, is overextending far too much for their own good. 2024, in my opinion, is not looking good for the right.